Are you all having a fantastic summit? Woo! I am totally blown away by the energy in this room. Someone teased me once, saying that I am like a walking exclamation point. But this week, I feel like I'm in the room with 6,000 walking exclamation points. Woo! The beginning of my tenure with Out and Equal was marked with the most generous gifts a new nonprofit CEO could ever imagine receiving. Brilliant consulting support to help us develop our new strategic plan and operating model, including transforming how we will engage with sponsors. George and Sander, Disney and Accenture, you have helped us take advantage of this moment in history and exponentially expand our ability to partner with companies to impact global equality. Thank you. Today, I am so proud to unveil for the first time the new Out and Equal strategic plan. And let me just give a caveat here. I am going to be condensing more than a year of work and about a 200-page deck into 5 minutes, so you can imagine how pleased my communications team is about that. And so I'm only going to be sharing the highlights of the highlights, but I want to first tell you about the approach that we're using to this work, the lens we're using. Belonging, new power, and intersectionality. Belonging. It's moving beyond diversity and inclusion to workplaces where everyone belongs. But be warned, belonging is not a warm and soft hug. It's a smart, strategic, laser focus on optimal organizational culture. We are grounded in the core principle of belonging, that our potential is fulfilled only when we are bound up in the interdependence of connection. New power. New power, as originally captured in an HBR article by Jeremy Hyman's and Henry Timms, compelled organizations to reposition themselves for more impact by leveraging whole systems in a hyper-connected world in more dynamic ways. Out and Equal believes in democratizing our movement for equality. Our mission is to create global workplaces where all of us are equal, belong, and thrive. It will take all of us to accomplish that. And so our approach must include access to the building of this movement for all of you too. Intersectionality. Our LGBTQ community is rapidly evolving, as is the acknowledgement of a more complex human experience. We believe in the interconnectedness of our many identities and the purposeful centering of those most marginalized. But intersectionality must be more than a belief, a buzzword, or an aspiration. To become lived practice in every person and company, it will require intense and conscious effort and action. These pillars support 5 major goals, which will help Out and Equal expand our impact and connection and the quality of our programs. Number 1, support companies in their journey to active cultures of belonging and impact. So what does that look like? Well, it looks like comprehensive 360-degree training, education, and consultation. We have the best experts in the world leading this work at Out and Equal, and we will partner with you to achieve culture change, uncovering and transforming unconscious bias, LGBTQ leadership and professional development, and developing intersectional allies across your organization so that you can do the business of running your business. This work is focused on earning your company the most competitive edge to recruit, retain, and support the best and brightest workforce. Number 2, launch a virtual global community that centralizes LGBTQ, diversity and inclusion, best practices, thought leadership, and community in an accessible digital space. I am describing the program I am most excited about, that I believe will transform our entire industry. The Out and Equal Global Hub, powered by JP Morgan, is being demoed this week. By select ERG, D&I, and HR leaders. The Global Hub will officially launch before the end of the year, changing the way all of us do this work for the better, helping facilitate the sharing and advancement of innovative D&I practice, and ensuring the dynamic learning and connection at Summit continue on throughout the year. Number 3, establish and foster alliances that expand our reach and increase our impact. Alone we are smart, but together we are brilliant. We are building strategic relationships with giants like HRC, innovators like GenderCool, and academic powerhouses like Stanford. We are committed to movement coalitions and capacity building, and we will bring the benefits and efficiencies of these connections to our work with each of your companies. Number 4, think globally, mobilize locally. We are investing in communities that need us the most and taking a deep dive into understanding local and regional contexts so that organizations tailor best practices that really work. We will bolster our efforts to support our country's largest employer, the US government, through their dedicated network of agency ERGs. With our new US Southern strategy, we are in Atlanta and Dallas, Nashville and Mobile. We are in Brazil, India, and China with every resource we have access to. When we say we're committed to creating global workplaces that center equity, we mean global. And number 5, we are building a leadership pipeline that will permanently transform the landscape of inclusion at every level. We are launching the 30 by 30 project with Bank of America, you heard about yesterday. We are expanding and deepening our Spring Executive Forum. We are working with the emerging workforce to develop the future of belonging in your organizations. So we have a few things going on over the next 3 years. And never forget, the golden thread that runs through all of this work is our commitment to you, to building cultures of belonging, to workplaces where everyone, and especially LGBTQ employees, can thrive. We will not ever stop doing what we are known best for, and that is this event, the Workshop Summit, the Workplace Summit. And we will not stop innovating and improving upon the biggest and best LGBT conference in the world to convene a dynamic, inspiring event that centralizes and grows that connection, exchange of best practices, and learning amongst all of you. I am so proud of this team and the team at Out and Equal who are bringing it to life.